Hi, I'm Bobby. I'm a project manager and I'm so pleased to meet you. Today, in this video I will show you the day in the life of a project manager. A lot of people frequently ask me questions. Earlier today I posted an Instagram story and asked my followers what questions do they have for me. And here's what I received. What does the project manager do? Why doesn't the project manager do some of the work? Why don't we make our top specialist a project manager? Why does the project manager need a support team? Isn't this all an unnecessary overhead for the project? Project management is a specialist discipline. In a well-run project, there is a constant array of management issues to deal with, as well as a challenging routine of project management processes. Let me explain how I work and my responsibilities as a project manager. I am responsible for everything that is required to make the project a success, whether directly or indirectly. It is not like a typical hierarchical line management role. The project manager is at the center of everything relating to the project. Controlling the contributions of seniors and peers is just as important as managing the work of the team. The project manager needs to manage upwards, ensuring that the inverted hierarchy comprising the organization's leadership and the project sponsors are doing all that is required to guarantee the success of the project. The project manager is also the main focal point for liaison with other departments, projects and initiatives within the organization, taking into account the needs and contributions of other internal groups. The project manager is equally the main point of contact for aspects requiring cooperation and coordination with external parties, such as the project suppliers and contractors, customers, suppliers, regulatory bodies, and other third parties, making sure everything is in place to guarantee success. The project manager has direct responsibility for the activities of all project participants, all project tasks and all deliverables. I know it seems like a challenge, but it's really worth it. Bear in mind that as a project manager, I need to achieve this without direct control over the participants. The project manager will not have power over the leadership, nor the internal and external contributors. Even in the project team there may be lone staff, part-timers and subcontractors who will have their prime loyalties elsewhere. Now, would you like some coffee? Let's sit down in the pantry so I can discuss with you the flow of being a project manager. Project management is a complex undertaking, with many stages and processes. It should follow the full business life cycle, from definition and justification of the project, through to delivering demonstrable benefits for the business. The project manager's skills are essential from the beginning. The defined approach and its business case will rely on a good understanding of the project process, along with reliable estimating and carefully considered planning. As well as the project manager's prime objective to deliver the results, there are many supporting disciplines and processes. These should ensure that the project will deliver a valuable result without surprises. The foremost need is to monitor the anticipated level of benefits and make adjustments to deliver optimum results. The leadership team should also actively identify and manage risks. Not all these processes follow the traditional development life cycle. In particular, it is wrong to consider the project has finished when the new system goes live. That way you will never know whether it delivered the planned benefits, and you will probably not achieve them. Management attention must be retained to deliver the benefits, through to the post-implementation review, peer, and beyond. Some of the project management processes will migrate into continuing line management processes to be used throughout the life of the solution. I know it feels like entering into a dark office, so let me shed some light. Management level planning maps out an overall management plan from which resources, acquisitions and subcontracts can be identified, costed and put in place. The business case will be reassessed to ensure the original assumptions and justification hold true. At this stage, many of the detailed management processes will be defined and instigated. A project will pass through several stages or phases, each with a different objective and deliverable. Typically the phases will require different skills, structures and resource levels. It is normal to plan, estimate and resource each phase separately, albeit overlapping the preliminary work to avoid stoppages. Planned benefits will be assessed and monitored throughout the project. Optimizing benefits should be the prime goal of the project manager. Quality requirements and approaches will be defined and agreed during the project startup. Typically there will be rules that apply to the routine work of the team, plus specified quality audits at the end of the phases. Risks will be assessed at the start of the project. Contingency plans and avoiding action will be defined as appropriate. The risk management process will proactively monitor risks throughout the project. Risk assessments and plans will be modified as appropriate. All participants will be encouraged to communicate potential issues for resolution. The issues management process will ensure they are considered and addressed. The scope of the project and specific changes to the solution will be controlled through a management process with appropriate balances and controls, focused on achieving optimum overall benefit. Versions of all deliverables will be controlled, whether temporary working papers or permanent outputs, through a configuration management process. A documentation management process will ensure all information is available to all those who require it, and is subject to careful control over authorship, reviews and updates. An effective team will be nurtured through appropriate initiation, training, communications, and social events. Organizational change issues will be assessed early in the project, leading to a course of communications, events and other activities to ensure all parties affected by the change are ready and willing to change. The needs to communicate outside the team with other parts of the organization, customers, suppliers, and other parties will be assessed. A course of communications will be defined and actioned. Large projects inevitably require a process to handle expenditure on subcontractors, equipment, software, and facilities. Project accounting will monitor and control expenditure, both as a routine management activity and as part of the overall focus on delivering optimum benefits. Where subcontractors are involved, there will be a management process to agree and monitor contracts. At the end of the project, there will be several activities to transition work, processes and deliverables to line operation. The team also need to ensure filing and documentation is in good order, leaving behind sufficient detail for the operation of the system, audits concerning the project, and as a baseline for future maintenance and development. People, equipment and facilities need to be demobilized. After the live solution has settled down, it is normal to organize a post-implementation review to measure the success of the project, to see what further improvements can be made, and to learn lessons for the future. In a well-run project there is a lot going on. The routine project management processes require a combination of special skills and administrative resource. Rarely is it enough just to appoint a project manager. To do the job properly requires time and resources. It is common to put in place a small project office team to deal with the administrative tasks of the project, freeing up the project leadership and project resources to get on with their jobs. A project office team might comprise roles such as project manager, project planner, progress tracker, financial controller, process administrator, change control, risks, issues, configuration, documentation management, quality controller, communications manager, organizational change manager, and administrative support. It may be beneficial to use an integrated set of support tools. Project information can be shared among the team members from a single data source. Modern tools enable effective communication of project information through existing user interfaces such as web browsers and email. In these uncertain times you need to be able to answer the following questions with assurance. Do I have confidence in the timescales, costs and net benefits? Do I understand all the risks to achieving that? Am I certain this is the best investment we can make with our limited resources? Each project should have a proper definition, for example, objectives, budget, performance measures, accountabilities and timescale. It should follow well-defined project management processes, designed to ensure it stays on track to deliver optimum benefit. Thanks for spending the day with me. I hope you enjoyed. In case you need help with anything related to project management, here at KMV Consulting, we offer services that helps you achieve things. Contact us now.